touch on a few things, in particularly with Shakur Stevenson. And I've been saying this about Shakur Stevenson. And the funny thing is, I just talked about this, and it appears that Shakur Stevenson got pressed and questioned by a fan about his, you know, appearances on certain outlets. And basically, what it came down to, him not doing proper research on these media outlets that he make appearances on. And the funny thing was how it how it ended. And basically, the Shakur proved the dude right. I'm gonna let you hear some audio um, from what the dude was referring to, because I feel that is very pivotal to what I'm going to talk about. I want to be transparent as possible, and I want you guys to understand what's my angle and where I come from. And it proves what I've been talking about for years. And it's not just me that see these things. And this is why some of these fighters, they need media training. They need to be trained on how to interact with the media and stuff. And then the thing is, when you try to talk to these dudes off camera, or whether it's on camera, they get attitudes and stuff. And this is what I'm talking about, how some of these dudes treat media that look like me versus media that don't look like me. And they need to like holler at their PR team and tell them, hey, before you book me on this show or whatever the case may be, or set it up for me to be on this show, do more research. So, um, wanted to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because I'm trying out some new equipment. So, can you guys hear me? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So, can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Because, like I said, I'm to speak on this, and I'm going to be very, um, like I said, I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm going to break this down because I want you guys to hear this, and I want you to listen very closely. Now, the audio you're going to hear is two different segments, but you'll be able to tell based off how it switches up. But I just want you to take a look, or should I say, take a listen to this. But let me set this up. It's going to be for a few minutes, and then I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to break this down. So take a listen, and then just listen very closely. Just peep some of the things that's being said. One thing about me doing media for X amount of years, I picked up a lot of different things. I've learned some things. And as a media member myself, I know what to pick up on and know what to listen for. So here goes. Check this out. Hope you can hear this. You should be able to hear this pretty clearly. But check this out.
I do a stream a while ago, but got it in now, man. Oh yeah, let's do it, bro. So shit. First I gotta say, congratulations on the win. That was big. Thank you, appreciate it. My boy's Tio. I think he won like 7 rounds out of that fight. 7? 6 maybe. 6. I don't think he won one. Nah, he won one, bro. I think he got about maybe 3, 4 good rounds. One. But I will say, no, he got one. 3. One. 3. One. What do you think? How many you got? He got one. I'm gonna keep it. Every judge say he got one. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like, he was a badass fighter, but bro, like, that was crazy as fuck, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Nah, but like, what? I love Tio, bro. Like, you was betting against me. I did. I bet with Bud, and I lost money, but I don't know. I feel y'all rematch in a year from now. Man, what's gonna happen? Tio got more time in the gym. He'll be able to be. What's up? What's up, man? Hey, what's up, bro? You guys got into it a little bit. I do think he's a good dude, but I do think he be kind of faking for like the internet. But how? He's a good rapper too. No, but he says things that's like out of this world for the clout. You can't be racist and think that's cool. He's racist? How? He say a lot of racist things. Like what? Nigga. Is he black? No. He doesn't. Come on, bro.
You know damn well Tiafimo Lopez ain't black.
Or call it us monkeys. Okay. Hold a second here. So let me explain this to you guys. If somebody rips on him and says a slur to him,
he doesn't have
you guys
to
ever call him a slur?
explain.
What is he?
Like,
if we see you whoop Tio, that's cool. I ain't gonna lie, I like to beat up the racist.
You can't explain shit.
You went and sat down with Aiden Ross and shit, so it kind of threw everybody the fuck off. I know you seen them comments. I tagged your ass in the motherfucker. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop reading them comments so much, man. Fuck them comments. Read the comments like how y'all was sitting there having a conversation with the nigga about some race. But he be justifying racist shit. I don't know that. I don't know what he do. I can't tell you what he do. Shit that up this platform. That don't make sense. Just because y'all watch this stuff, y'all don't watch none of it. It go viral like every other day. That's what y'all watch. I'm not on my phone all day like y'all niggas. I'm not either, nigga. I'm not either, but I can see shit. It ain't just common sense. I don't know. Yo, I don't know that nigga, but streaming, brother. I don't know that, man. Yeah, it sound good. It sound good. Just keep whooping them messages and shit. But hey, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the black fighters, like, Shock and Devin, they beating your ass. Like, it ain't no questions about it. You feel me? And I'm gonna watch the fight, and I'm gonna support it because I'm a Texas nigga. I'm in Texas right now, bro, and I know you in the H. Can I talk? I know where you in. Can I talk? You in the H. Can I talk? No, nigga, I wasn't done. You interrupt me. Yo. I know a lot of Texas niggas, and right now you sound like you on your knees right now, bro. Nah, it sound good. It sound on your knees, bro. Nah, you was on your knees trying to fight Tank, and he told your bitch ass, I ain't fighting you. You just want to fight because I'm the champ. Yo, you was talking real reckless over Twitter. Bro, I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Like I say, yo, fight the niggas we want to see. Pull up the J Prince, bro. Yo, you pull up. Hey, no, you should come there Monday. Come there Monday. I look like coming up there to fight niggas for 135. Oh my God, you just come fight. You probably you get busy the way you talk. You just beat your ass. You say all types of words, brother. You just busy. Hey, like I say, stop fighting. Jay Prince Gym Monday, nigga. Prince Gym Monday, nigga. Jay Prince Gym Monday, nigga. Jay Prince Gym Monday, nigga. What you bitching at, bro? You popping they jumping at your bitch. You came right to it. You came to exactly what I said, nigga. Fuck you gonna do? Stop sucking dick. Bitch ass nigga. I just told you wrong, man.
All right, now in case you guys didn't understand, I had to scramble it a little bit because of something that got said. But let me give you the context of both audios. One was a segment when he was on the podcast with that racist Aiden Ross, and then another one happened recently where basically a fan pressed him about basically not fighting elite black fighters and going on like Aiden Ross, who basically try to disrespect you. If you listen to the Aiden Ross interview or him going on Aiden Ross was trying to blatantly disrespect him in his face. And see, that's what dudes like Ross does. Aiden Ross is a punk. He's a punk and he's a coward. He tries to look for anything to try to go viral, even though he knows he's spewing bullshit and lies. For him to sit up there and say that he thought Teofimo Lopez won that fight 6 or 7 rounds, Teofimo Lopez barely won 1 round. Okay. He got thoroughly dominated, Shakur. But then he's trying to insist that he thought Teofimo, won that fight, or it was a lot closer than what it was on the scorecards. When many of us with common sense seen Shakur beat the hell out of Tiafimo Lopez, but Aiden Ross looking for a viral moment, and that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to basically bait Shakur into saying something crazy so he can have a viral moment, but it didn't work. Just like he tried to bait him into trying to speak on Bill's personal business when he was saying that, hey, I used to live with Devin Haney, and Devin Haney, came with money. He was living in big houses. He was living in big houses. Before he became a professional boxer, and then Aiden Ross basically was trying to bait Shakur Stevenson, and oh well, how does he make his money? That right there is racist. Why do you need to know how somebody makes his money? Why can't he just be a dude that made good investments? You wouldn't ask that about a white dude. And this is why many people with common sense believe Aiden Ross is a racist, just because he calls upon uh that tether academics and that handkerchief head Sambo Whack 100, who nobody in the black community respects. Nobody respects Whack 100 because we know he's an informant slash badge wearer, and he always have his nose up. You know, anybody that isn't blacks, what rectum, and nobody respects Whack academics because he's an instigator. And once again, he only tries to cause division among the black community. Those niggas are agents, and nobody takes them seriously. They have no pull with the black community whatsoever. Nobody respects them. Nobody in the streets respects them, and no, and nobody and nobody black, and no self-respecting black person has any respect for neither one of them. So that's who he calls upon to try to, you know, you know, try to verify, you know, whether or not he's racist or not. Nobody cares what neither one of those dudes think. But yeah, he basically was trying to set Shakur Stevenson up. He wanted Shakur Stevenson to go off, and I would have gave him that moment, but at the same time, I would have humiliated him. And this is why I say guys like Shakur Stevenson, they need media training. And then also he need to tell his PR people, he need to tell his handlers to do more research before they book him on those type of platforms, to where they don't basically end up going on a platform where you got a dude that's trying to push an angle where he's trying to blatantly try to disrespect you. And Aiden Ross is a punk, and Aiden Ross is a racist. You know how I know? Because when that other dude was on there, that other clown, Neon or whatever he calls himself, that goofball, and that's the thing. A lot of these streamers, if they're not black, they're pretty much racist. A lot of them are racist, and then the other ones are tethers. Then the other ones are coons, because they now trying to push this new movement that black Americans don't have no culture. See, somebody is pulling the strings. See, somebody is telling these dudes to do that stuff and say that stuff. We all know we are the culture. And at the end of the day, it's time to start dismissing these dudes. Streamers are lame. They really are. And that's and yeah, they all are. Joe Rogan got a history of racism, and they all try to sit up there and try to tell you what's racist by their definition. You don't get to tell me a black man what's racist isn't racist. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? And that's just real talk. But they do this on a regular basis. And how I know for sure Aiden Ross is a racist is because when Neon or whatever he called himself, um, and I was a little disappointed when I saw Deontay Wilder hanging out with Neon, but he probably didn't do no research on these dudes. When Neon was getting pressed by Jess Hilarious and the Breakfast Club about his racist history, Aiden Ross went on a live stream and he was sitting up there trying to talk crazy, but Aiden Ross ain't gonna do nothing. He travels with security and he threatens to have you arrested, just like he tried to do that fake pull up of a dude I'm not real fond of, and Joe Buttons. I'm not a Joe Button fan, but it is what it is. But he basically tried to do a live stream talking about, well, everybody got, trying to justify Neon's racism. And then I was watching his stream. I was watching his stream when he went live, and I saw all kind of racist comments towards Jess Hilarious. People was calling her an N-word B. They was calling her a monkey. They was calling her ugly. They was calling her a black, you know what? And he was responding to the people in the comment section. I did not once hear him say, "Hey, hey, 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 stop with the racist stuff. Stop making racial innuendos." See, the thing is with a dude like Aiden Ross, he know what type of people to bring on his platform. Cause see, he knows somebody like me would go off on him. I would go off on him. I would go off on him. I would like seriously check that dude. But this is what I'm saying about Shakur Stevenson. These people need to do more research on what platform they decide to go on. But yet, the thing that bothered me about Shakur, he got all big and bad. He started huffing and puffing with the brother and stuff. Now, the person he should have been huffing and puffing with when they was disrespecting him was Aiden Ross, but he gave him a pass. But he talking all this, oh, come to the gym, come to the gym. And Shakur, stop it, dude. Stop it. And this is why people like me have an issue with you, because you don't show no consistency. You want to get all big and bad, and that's what I'll be saying when I'll be going in on these black fighters. They got all the smoke in the world. They want to talk all tough and stuff to other black people, but when it come time to talk tough to these non-blacks, all of a sudden, they want to be subtle. Can't have it both ways, man. Keep that same energy. One thing I can say about me, I had the same energy with everybody. If you respect me, I'll respect you. If you disrespect me, I will disrespect you back. So somebody got to say this. And that's what bothers me about Shakur. When you see a lot of these other boxers and Keyshawn be acting like that too, and the other dude, Richardson Hitchens, the the person that I think has a lot of PR and media training is Shushu, and Nico Ali Walsh. They're very media savvy. But my thing is, don't be trying to talk tough to us. And I'm gonna say this again to you black fighters. Y'all need to understand something. You don't know what our background is. How many times I gotta tell y'all? Stop thinking that we just some people, some nerds or something. You don't know where we came from. You don't know what our background is. Stop thinking that just because you box that we gonna be scared and all that kind of stuff, because that ain't the case. But I had to say this about Shakur Stevenson. I like Shakur Stevenson, but this is what be pissing me off about him. When people that look like who be trying to do interviews, you try to be all standoffish, and then you'll say, "Oh, look how black people treat me." Well, look how you treat black people. It's a two-way street, brother, man. Right now we talking about right now. I understand that, but right now we talking about Shakur, because Shakur is the dude who always finding himself under fire. The thing that I've seen with Shakur Stevenson, I don't want to use that word sensitive and stuff, because I just he take everything to heart, and he is extremely emotional when it pertains to certain stuff. But my thing is, that's cool if you want to explain your case and want to explain your side of the situation. But what I'm saying is, don't get hyper aggressive with black media, but then you want to be passive with with non-black media and streamers. I'm just telling you, the streamers are losers. And I think after a while, this streaming shit gonna die down because at the end of the day, Aiden Ross knew nothing about boxing. He showed he didn't know nothing about boxing, and he was basically just trying to get a reaction out of Shakur Stevenson. But when he was sitting up there trying to ask him about Bill and how he make his money, that just shows the racism in the dude. Showed you the racism. And I'm gonna say this again. Shakur need to start talking to his team and saying, "Hey, I need you to do research on these people that you book me to make appearances on their platforms." But I can tell you, the person they'll do research on somebody like me, they'll say I might not be a good look, but then somebody like Aiden Ross is a good look, who basically tried to make you look foolish. Yeah, and he need to quit doing that. He got to understand one. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna put this to where everybody can understand something. He in Texas. Texas, everybody got guns. I remember when my homeboy picked me up from the airport, to take me to my hotel. He had two guns on him, and Texas is an open carry state. Everybody got guns. So if you got a strap, what makes you think the other dude don't got a strap? I'm talking about everybody got guns in Texas. You can carry a damn gun in your pocket without no permit. It's a open carry state. So that's why Shakur shouldn't even be. And then he should. And then you would think he learned his lesson because he was right there. What happened? Takeoff. You would think he learned his lesson from that. So don't be inviting people to come to the gym and all that, talking about pull up and all that stuff, man. Shut that shit up, Shakur. I'm just keeping it a buck, dude, for real. Those streamers are lame and they don't know nothing. They a lot of times they don't even know nothing about the sport. But for him to sit up there and let Aiden Ross like say that he thought T.O. won 6 rounds, like bro. But that's what I'm saying. The thing is with Aiden Ross, he ain't been checked yet. Cause see, like I said, he think because he hang around dudes like Charleston White and all them type of people and Charleston White can't do nothing to nobody. We already didn't seen what didn't happen to Charleston White when people didn't caught him slipping. When he got beat up in that barbershop and he like was hiding behind his wife or his girlfriend when he got and then when he got body slammed when he was trying to do that, when he was trying to do stand up. Nobody cares what Charleston White thinks. We all know that Charleston White is a grifter and a troll and an opportunist who will look for any way to insert himself in something. Oh, I don't even want to speak on Keyshawn. I don't even want to. Tania, I'm gonna hit you on Instagram because I don't want people to know what what. Yeah, Keyshawn is a clown, and that's what I'm saying. Keyshawn be trying to Keyshawn be trying to square up and get all big and bad. Nobody is scared of Keyshawn Davis. I mean, if you need to spar people like Blueface and Dean the Great to build up your confidence, okay. Dudes who are not really active professional boxers, okay, fine. Yeah, because I don't want that to get. I don't want to just hit me on Instagram. I'll tell you what's up. But yeah, like Keyshawn, he had a chance to stand up for he had a chance to stand up, but he let that goofy that goofy Mexican or whatever he was. I think that's the same dude, if I'm not mistaken. That's the same dude that came up to Shakur talking about, oh, Ryan to beat you easily and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you're a Scooby snack. Okay, first of all, the fact that he referred to somebody as a Scooby snack, he should have got checked, and he should have got checked hard. And then Bud gave him that look like, dude, do you box? And then dude's father was trying to clout chase and talk about he want to fight Bud. And Bud, I'm glad Bud didn't give him no attention. Because I think he the one that said I think that's the same dude that tried to pull up on Keyshawn to say Mexicans run boxing. Okay, yeah, right. But I got a video where I'm gonna debunk that. I definitely got a video where I'm gonna debunk that. And that's one of the easiest that's one of the easiest debates to debunk, and it ain't even a debate. Well, like I said, if you think you did something fighting Blueface and I mean sparring Blueface and Dean the Great, dudes who are not active about, and I'm gonna say this on the side note about Dean the Great. Dean the Great better quit playing so much, because I seen that stuff he did with where I guess that was a skit with Crip Mac, where he supposedly had on a red rag and all that stuff, and then after he supposedly had um dropped Crip Mac, he took that red flag off and stumped over it and all that kind of stuff. See, listen, me being from California, I mean, in the Bay Area, that ain't really our thing. But damn, at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up there and like be disrespectful, because I'm gonna have to go to. I may have to go to L.A. I might have to go to Sacramento. I may have to go to Stockton or something. And the thing is, with me, I'm cool with both sides. I'm cool with the red team and the blue team. So I'm just saying, Dean the Great, he better quit playing with that, because that ain't nothing to play with. So not smart. I think he from Florida. I think he from Florida. And I know he be trying to claim the 60s and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying that's just not smart. That's just not smart at all. You playing with fire doing that, cuz it's just a matter of time before people see that and they're going to be like, "Okay, listen, like I said, I even I'm smart enough not to do nothing stupid like that. That's just stupid." Yeah, these new age boxers are just something different. They not thriving to be the best. They want to maneuver around certain fights, and people starting to see it. While you got a dude like Devin Haney who trying to fight the best available competition, but everybody hate him and stuff. And that's the sad part about it. A lot of these dudes then threw Devin Haney on the bus, turned on him because one, they jealous. Like I said, all these goofies like Burnt Bacon, Richards and Hitchens, who he can't say nothing about nobody. This is a dude that pulled out a fight with hours to go. So I'm just saying. But in the grand scheme of things, Shakur Stevenson needs media training really bad, and he need to tell his PR team, "Hey, you need to do more research." He's sitting up there saying, "Oh man, well I don't be watching what y'all be watching on the internet. I don't got time to look through my." That's your problem. You proved dude's point. You proved his point. You didn't have the same energy for Aiden Ross, but all of a sudden you talking all tough to dude and telling him like to pull up and call. Like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that too. Yeah, I'm gonna speak on that too. And Max Kellerman was trying to sneak this him too. Talked about he may not have no friends. If I was Devin Haney, I would have said fuck some friends. Listen, we all know behind the scenes they telling people when it pertains to Ryan Garcia, don't talk about the racist stuff he said. Don't try to talk about the PEDs and all that kind of stuff. We all know what Ryan Garcia did. And I debunked those lies that Joe, and like I'm trying to tell you, Shakur be going on these shows and he be letting these dudes try to disrespect him just like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan told a bold faced lie and I busted his ass and I debunked everything he said. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. Shakur need to do more research. But I know who his PR person is. I know who that person is, and like I said before, a lot of people don't like that individual. A lot of people, but because of how this person acts. But it is what it is. Oh, Uncle Fester, is you talking about Mike Coppinger? Man, when I saw Doug Fisher, that explains a lot. Doug Fisher is the epitome of a handkerchief head. Doug, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, Max then became a full fledged company man, full fledged. He can't even be taken serious no more. Somebody got to say it. But anyway, appreciate you guys. I just wanted to get that point across. But Nia, hit me on Instagram. I'll tell you what happened.